Fred Jig Johnson, and you watching Toe to Toe TV.
What's up, savages? This is Coach Chip, and you watching Toe to Toe TV. Protect yourself at all times. Protect yourself at all times. That's what this breakdown is about with the fight between Tevin Farmer and Floyd Schofield. And what I mean by that is mentally you got to protect yourself at all times, because Tevin Farmer took Floyd Schofield. He took him for a joke. He was underestimating him. And the reason why I say that, he was on he did an interview on YSM Sports 5 days ago. And the interviewer asked Tevin Farmer, he said, how you getting ready for this fight? What you doing at camp? This, that, and the third. Just like, oh, it's just regular camp. I'm not really even thinking about the fight. It's just like I got another fight coming up. And then he said, I noticed that you and Schofield, it was going back and forth on social media. And he said that, I don't, he said some things, I said some things, but I don't really go back and forth with kids. Hey, Schofield showed you that he's a grown man. Real quick. He ran through Tevin Farmer in the first round because Tevin Farmer did not protect himself before the fight even started. You got to be mentally locked in and take everybody serious. You can't overlook a man. Anybody that's a grown man that's putting on gloves with intents to hurt you, anything can happen. Anything can happen. This is boxing. Anything can happen. So he came in, and another thing too, Tevin Farmer is getting older. Pull up his box right here. He was he is 34 years old, right? And he didn't make weight. That was a telltale. That's a red flag right there. He didn't make weight the first time. He had to come back, make weight again. So that's another point that shows that he really didn't take Schofield seriously. You got to make weight, brother, especially at 34 years old. He's 34. Then he fought July of last year, Raymond Matala. I think I'm pronouncing that right. He lost a unanimous decision. Then a couple of months after that, we'll say like 4 months, July, August, September, October, November. Yep, because he fought William Cepeda November 16th, 2024. He lost. That's arguable, a loss. He lost a split decision. He dropped William Cepeda. I thought he won. Then he fought him 4 months after that. He fought him again. And he lost a majority decision, right? Either way you think about it, whether he won or lost or whatever the case may be, that is 24 rounds with a volume puncher in William Cepeda. Then he went another 12 rounds before that, so that's 36 rounds. Then you 34 years old. Then you didn't make weight. And on top of that, you ain't taking your opponent seriously. You got to protect yourself at all times. These things got to be done before you get in the ring. You taking these fights back to back to back. You ain't making weight. You got these losses. And Tevin Farmer is not a power puncher, so he relies on his defense, his defense prowess, his IQ, this, that, and third. And he does have that. But a defensive fighter starts off slow because he's collecting your data, this, that, and the third. Schofield is young, strong, hungry. He got a point to prove because everybody was picking at him because he didn't fight in Saudi Arabia against Shakur. So that boy came in with a lot of built up testosterone and took it out on Tevin Farmer's face. You got to look. It's a lot of times when I'm talking to my fighter, telling people you fighting the intangibles with a person. A lot of times, you fighting the intangibles. So if a man got he ain't got nothing in his refrigerator, he will beat you to death. But if a man ain't got no refrigerator, boy, you dealing with a whole nother monster. They will beat you up for a two-piece of biscuit and a grape soda. You have to be ready for the tangibles and the intangibles. You have to protect yourself at all times. You have to be ready so you don't have to get ready. Tevin Farmer had to get ready. He had to get off the scale and get ready. His mind wasn't ready. I bet it's ready now though. Too late. So, that right there, it was just a lot of red flags. And I don't know what this was. He kept doing this crazy thing with his neck like that. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's a normal little tick that he got in his fights or in the gym, but he just looked off. He looked off to me. You know what I mean? He was just like he was like having little spasms or something. I don't know if anybody else picked that up, but he was doing it before he came out, even for the first round. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. I don't know. I think that he should consider retiring, taking that type of first of all, with the fights that he's had within the last, let me see, since this July of last year. July of last year, even before then, he had three fights, which he won by KO with Alan Laquise Castillo. But that fight with Raymond and Cepeda, them three fights right there at 34, and you can't. I'm not. Tevin Farmer. He's been known to be known as a hard worker, always in the gym, this, that, and the third. But when you on that scale and you can't make a certain weight because your body not responding the way that it did in your mid 30s, you know what I mean? It's time to retire or either move up and wait. And he getting all of these. A lot of times you get a lot of opportunities because people be thinking like, okay, well, you a gatekeeper. If you can beat this guy, then you can be shown to be one of those people in the top echelon because that's gonna push that. I guarantee that's gonna push Floyd Schofield up to the Shakur Stevenson talk. Matter of fact, Oscar said whoever wins, he wants between Tevin Farmer and Schofield, he wants that winner to fight the winner between Shakur and William Cepeda. So with that knockout he got first round, his stock is to the roof right now. But that's crazy. But with boxing though, because everybody was just clowning the man last year because he couldn't fight in Saudi Arabia, which means you only as good as your last fight. You know what I mean? But I just think I'm not taking anything from Schofield, but I think a lot of this is on Tevin Farmer as well because I just don't think he was ready. By the way, he was just all lackadaisical and calling him a child and this, that, and the third. But that's a grown man with little gloves on, which they eights on, that is strong, youthful, and explosive. That's not a kid situation. That's a dangerous situation that you have to protect yourself at all times before you even get in the ring. And he definitely didn't do that. So he couldn't get the job done. So, that's my take, man. I'm gonna see what else unfolds for Schofield. Shouts out to him. He did a great job. He came in there and did what he was supposed to do. He was ready, executed the game plan. He said that he studied Tevin Farmer with him being a southpaw. His left hand moves a lot like this. So when he threw that straight right hand, it hit him right on the button. Boom, right over his hand. So he did his job. He was more than ready. So you can't do anything but salute that. And I'm waiting to see what unfolds for the young man because he has Shakur. Between Shakur and William Cepeda, I'm pretty sure there'll be talks of him and Abdullah Mason, things like that. So we're gonna see how this unfolds. But anyway, that's my take. This Coach Chip And I'm out. Oh yeah. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on social media at Toe to Toe TV.